From the start of Downbelow Station by C.J. Cherryh, I got trepidatious reading the first chapter. An info dump, and I don't use that term in a bad way. Info dumps can be perfectly fine when done properly, and this was a good enough example. But an info dump about the company, Earth-based, who created a massive interplanetary trade infrastructure and trading fleet, and the Union, a loose coalition of the settlements, bases, stations, and merchant fleets far enough out that the company can't effectively control them anymore. Since they're basically already on their own, they're attempting to break away and become autonomous. Based on that setup, I was a little bit worried that this was going to turn into a political appeal of some sort, like the moon is a harsh mistress. But thankfully, we instead get a ton of different character vignettes thrown at us in very quick succession. As the book begins, we have a flood of refugees pouring into Downbelow Station, and we get viewpoints from a lot of the different characters. Chief among them, members of the Constantine family, who have been running the station and developing the planet below, called Pell, for generations. Angelo Constantine is the station master of Pell Station and patriarch of the family. He and his bedridden wife Alicia have two sons, Damon, the station's head of legal affairs, and Emilio, who focuses most of his time on Downbelow, or Pell. Both sons are married, Damon to Eileen Quen, last of the famous Quen merchanter family, and Emilio is married to Milico. Also in the mix is John Lucas, Alicia's brother, Damon and Emilio's uncle, head of the Lucas family, rivals of the Constantines. So, a little bit of tension there. From the company side is Segust Ayres, secretary of the Security Council. As the book begins, the company has apparently lost direct control of its fleet, led by the brilliant tactician Conrad Mazian. We also occasionally check in on one of Mazian's captains, Signe Mallory. On the Union side is Joshua Talley, a prisoner of war who ends up getting adjusted at Pell Station. There's also the mysterious Mr. Jasad and the military commander Seb Azov. And there's also a refugee from the Lost Mariner Station, Vasily Kresich, whose political skills put him in a difficult position. Last but certainly not least are the Downers, the aliens who are native to Pell. They call themselves the Hisa. They work for the humans and coexist peacefully with them on Downbelow and a few up at the station. Most notably, the book spends time with Satin and Bluetooth, who get transferred from the planet to the station for work and end up with more adventure than they bargained for. If you're enjoying this video, why not buy my book? Flight of the Pangolin is the story of an intrepid group of heroes who decide to exit the solar system over the objections of an isolationist faction. There's actually a lot more going on than that. There's space pirates, a giant spider for no reason, all kinds of other things. Buy it now online wherever you buy books or at our website, www.thepangolinrepublic.com. You can also get fun t-shirts and random other stuff if you want. Of the characters, I think the Hisa were probably the most interesting, and maybe the best human character was Josh Talley, the prisoner who gets adjusted at the beginning of the story. I'm not sure if this book is challengingly dense or it was just me. My guess that it was me. But for the first 50 pages or so, I felt like I had been thrown into the deep end of the pool. But eventually I caught up to what the book was doing, but this one took me a long time to read. My average page count per reading session was way down. I can usually get 25 to 30 pages read in a half-hour lunch break with a mass-market paperback. R.I.P. mass-market paperbacks. But with Downbelow Station, I was averaging like 15, sometimes less pages. Reading this book was like cutting a path through the Amazon with a blunt machete. Unfortunately, this might be the new standard for me. Thanks, long COVID! If you're looking for character-based sci-fi, if you're looking for detailed, deep dives into a wide variety of characters on multiple sides of a space conflict, this is the book for you. This might be the best book for you that has ever existed. Peter F. Hamilton read this, told C.J. Cherryh to hold his beer, and wrote Pandora's Star. One day, I'll actually finish that book. I quit about halfway through, a good 500 pages in, when he was still setting things up. Someday. If you're looking for the pew-pew, it's almost non-existent. This book is all about space politics and the lives of the people caught up in the conflict between 2 or 3 sides, neither of which are ideal. I was in awe of what this book accomplished by the end, but my enthusiasm for the final result is tempered by the Herculean effort of actually reading it for me. In the end, I thought it was worth it for me, and I'll definitely be checking out more C.J. Cherryh in the future, but ultimately it's up to you if Downbelow Station is the kind of book you want to read. fans of deep character-based sci-fi should find this right up their alley. I haven't read the Expanse books yet. Watch the show, but I haven't read the books. But I'm pretty sure those guys have read Downbelow Station. So, those are my thoughts on Downbelow Station. What do you think? Have you read Downbelow Station? Are you the guys who wrote The Expanse? Are you Peter F. Hamilton, mad at me that I didn't finish your book? Let me know in the comments. Or don't. Do what you want. Like and subscribe. Patreon. Just live your life like a human person. I love you all.